All right. So did we miss anybody? We said Mike Gundy,
Mike Gundy, man.
Oklahoma State, the mullet. We talked about him the other day.
Yeah,
So
man. That's one of those. When we talk about football guys, like Mike Gundy is. Don't know if he's the greatest X and O guy, but he's a personality. You know what I'm saying? He's a
he's all out type of guy.
yeah, man. Like he's those personalities. Like growing up, we had our Woody Hayes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had our Bobby Knights.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We had those guys. I think Mike Gundy is one of those guys, and college sports is better when he's around.
Yes.
To me.
Yes. He's fiery.
Yeah.
He don't hold back.
Yeah.
He's always interested watching sunlight. So Heisman candidate so far. We have mid-season, right?
Mid-season.
And
college and pros.
Right. So this is the good time to start looking at your Heismans and your MVPs. Right now, who is your top 5 Heisman candidates?
I really can't name 5, but I'm gonna shoot off the top. Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt, Mike.
And not only because what he did this year, but what he did last year.
And I mean
the consistency,
yeah,
to not
man.
drop off. We're talking about Vanderbilt.
Yeah, man. Who's already bowl eligible, if I'm not mistaken. Check my math on that, but I think Vanderbilt is bowl eligible in October.
If I'm gonna get beat by a group of smart kids, I want to be Vanderbilt, not Stanford. If I'm gonna get beat by some smart kids, if I'm gonna get beat by some smart kids, I'd rather at least Vanderbilt in the SEC. At least Vanderbilt got Dave LaPaglia. If I'm gonna take a loss, it's gonna be Vanderbilt. It ain't gonna be Stanford. That's just me.
All I'm saying is, it's crazy, but when you go to you got to have a conversation with those Commodores, like a real conversation. Yes. You got to go in there with a real game plan because they for real. So
you better go in there.
Diego Pavia.
Yes, sir. Talk to him.
Before the injury, I had John Mater at Oklahoma.
Right.
I think he's in there. I think the secondary guy, I don't know exactly what position, but for Ohio State, got to put him on there.
Jalen Sands.
Okay, Sands, yeah.
That's the quarterback.
Is that the quarterback? No, that's
Julian. I'm thinking of Julian.
Yeah,
Julian Sands.
Yeah.
Julian Sands. That's the quarterback for Ohio State.
Yeah,
what do you, Ty Simpson?
I got to put Ty on that, man.
He looking good.
He looks good.
He got the yards. Good. He looking posed.
And again.
And he's Bear Bryant grandson.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's got.
We gotta look that up.
We need to, but that's some courtesy in it because, like you're saying, speaking to what your nose did to him first out the gate, like a lot of people could have crumbled behind that.
Yes, they were ready to crumble. They were ready to take the kid out. Talking about he can't throw, he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that.
And he learned whatever on the fly or applied whatever he needed to get and processed it. And like right now, they're doing well. So I got to put Ty on there.
What about Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, Ohio State? Again, I think that might be he may, if depending on how they finish with another national championship. This is what I hate about the Heisman Trophy too. I think the Heisman Trophy should not be awarded until after college football is done.
I agree with that.
And I tell you this, since we on that, I also think the national championship game should be the last game played on New Year's. If we can do it.
If we could do it.
At least the day after New Year's.
But again, this is a product, so we know they wring all the money out if they can, but just sticking with the point, but with the playoff system now, and we're gonna get to that at a later date.
Yeah.
But
so what do you think about Deontay Moore, or quarterback? What do you think about him? You think he's in the Heisman talk? You think he's in?
I don't know, especially with that loss. Dan Lanning is a good coach.
Damn good coach. He's better than what I thought he was.
Exactly.
You're better than what I thought he was.
It's different when that Nike money, when that Phil Knight money's behind you. But Dan Lanning left Georgia, and he left from under Kirby and went to, again, if you call them Power 5 or
Group of Five,
whatever you want to call them, the big boys. He went to one of the big boys, and I ain't saying that they're just on a crest run, but Oregon's program is pretty good right now.
But they
lost this past weekend.
I'm gonna tell you, and we're gonna move on for this because we got limited time. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. What's crazy is you're like Georgia. You take a team like Georgia. Georgia's a very good team, dominant team.
They tripped out 2 weeks ago.
Tripped
out 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I give you that. But they do not have a clear Heisman winner.
They don't.
Is that a good thing? Because to me it says it's a balanced team.
Exactly. It's more of a concerted effort,
right?
And nobody sticks out. But in the SEC, you would like to have those force multipliers, those impact guys.
Yeah.
And like you said, I haven't really seen anyone to just separate.
Right.
Ty Simpson had some great games, and that's what we're talking about, the Heisman and the short list. it's again Diego Pavia right now, and it may be I'm living in the right now.
Yeah.
But as far as must-see TV, if I'm coming home from a long, hard day and I'm like, I might want to get to the shower real quick.
Talk to him.
And I walk past the TV and be like, oh, he playing? That's the type of guy Diego Pavia is right now.
I'm going to stop and I'm going to watch whatever game left. And he's going to have you engaged, no matter if it's your team or it's not. I get exactly what you're saying. But can I go back to the coaches' fire real quick?
Go ahead.
And I'm finna go, and y'all still I'm going to go to. Auburn. They're ready to run Hugh Freeze. I don't know what's wrong with Hugh Freeze.
I don't understand.
I don't know. And I get it. But they have had some tough breaks with refereeing. And you know what I'm going with this?
Oh, man.
What referees have been fired?
Oh, man.
Talk to them. What referees has I think that's been kind of making bad calls. And I tell you this right here. The worst referees in college football are the ACC refs. I don't care what you say. But Ken Williams of the SEC, Ken Williams of the SEC was permanently suspended.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, he was permanently suspended.
Real journalism right here.
And the SEC did an investigation of the Georgia and Auburn game.
They had to,
and they did not. To me, I think they found more than what they're saying.
Man.
I think he probably could have been gambling. I'm telling you, that happens. That's why I think we should have a referee pool, not by conference. It should be a national pool that NCAA, who stay on their necks. It should be a collective pool to where a lottery is done for each game in college football. You should not have a conference controlling referees.
Man, when I say that's adding value, that's what you're talking about right now. This is when those competition committee meets. They need to hear stuff like what you just said. That adds value.
Right.
And what I'm saying?
And I think you would cut down on a lot of this mess, because if I don't know a game I'm refereeing until a week out.
But does it matter though? But should it matter? If you're calling the game in the purest form, you're calling the game. You feel like
but again,
you can't be compromised.
Think about our college kids when the coaches was getting paid and they had to go to stay in their school. They was forced to stay there when the coaches left, right? Yeah. Now the coaches getting paid, the players getting paid.
Yeah.
But what the referees really making? Referee want that hustle.
Hey,
am I talking to him? Hey. Referee want that bad.
Hey,
if I gotta come referee this game, they're making all this money. All these players not making money. The coaches is not making money.
Throw me a ball.
So referee say, if y'all don't throw me no money, I'm finna throw this game.
But somebody got to pull that string, and like it's man, that I'm gonna say like this for real. I've been watching sports and especially football for a long time.
Yes.
What I saw like 2 Saturdays ago, not last week, at Auburn and Georgia, man, that was crazy.
Yes.
That was wild. Like, and they did that right on nationally televised TV.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I get it, but Slim, you wilding. Like, you really out here. Like, I don't care.
And just some notable suspension. Ted Valentine was also suspended. Gary Patterson of the ACC was also suspended, not because he didn't have anything to do with Florida State or the smart kid Stanford.
Yeah.
It was Syracuse and UConn matchup. There was some awkward moments during the game, is what they're saying. And then Carl Hess of the ACC, again, athletic conference, and it doesn't really.
All this just came down the pipe.
Yeah.
Real journalism.
And
journalism.
Yeah. So referees, we're watching y'all right now.
You need to be, and that's crazy when you talking about. Because everyone in their bases and premises, whether it be any type of professional sports or athlete, they always say you need to always encase and envelop and protect at all costs the integrity of the game.
You have to. That's why we watch it.
So that's why we watch it. That's why we're so vested.
Yes.
That's why we're so adamant about it. But that's why we're on this platform right now. It's just doing it. So when we and I don't want to be a separatist, but when traditional, like really deep down sports people see things like that, hey, I understand fair is a place where they fry Oreos and judge pigs. But when you took the integrity of the game at risk, when you merger and wager and leverage that, what do we have?
You
what
have
do
to.
We have?
All right,
what do we have?
You have to keep the